In the recent Netflix series Unorthodox, you have the story of a young woman from across the river in Williamsburg who comes out of an ultra-Orthodox Jewish background, basically built around a very strict observance of the law of Moses that you find in the Pentateuch, the first 5 books of what is our Old Testament, but what we generally call the Jewish scriptures. And seeing a little bit of the way in which, of course, for historical reasons, they want to keep a very strong identity because their faith, their culture is so central to who they are. You get a little bit of an impression about the strength of the debate in the first reading today between Peter and some of the others around him who insisted on a fairly strict reading of the kosher laws, the laws against eating, say, pork, and a number of other things. But this is, and along with what we hear in the gospel today, the first way in which the early church cracked the door open to those beyond the Jewish community. That, as you hear early on in the book of Genesis, that the people, Abraham's descendants, are there to be a blessing to the nations, a light to the nations. And that in this way, as Jesus says, I have other sheep that do not belong to this fold, and these also I must lead. They will hear my voice, and there will be one flock, one shepherd. And so this is where the Holy Spirit led the church to come to see that whatever God has called clean, we must not call unclean, because the world and the ability of the world to be touched by the grace of the Holy Spirit comes from the fact that it was made good, that God called it good when it was created. And so may we always have that sense of appreciation of the possibilities of grace in our life and in the world around us, as we've come to know it through the way that we've been blessed through Jesus Christ.